Hi everyone, and welcome to Sweet Pieces Inspirations. Welcome back to Mystery Crochet-A-Long, clue number 2 out of 5. I hope you guys are enjoying this just as much as I am. So if you have not checked out the introduction and also clue number 1, feel free to do that. The playlist is going to be linked down in the comments section each video. Introduction video goes over everything that's going to be taking place, when it's going to be taking place, yarn, and other information that you might need. Clue number 1 is obviously the starting of the project. Clue number 2 is the second part out of 5 parts for the project. So I just want to go over the yarn real quick that I'm going to be using in clue number 2 and also give you that clue. So I am going to be using the Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn in the color Aubergine, which you will need at least 209 yards for this part. And then also you are going to need, when we do the color change, you are going to also need the ivory color as well. Again, you can use whatever kind of colors that you want. Again, the Aubergine, the burgundy color, which is the main portion, you are going to need 209 yards. And then for the ivory, you'll need at least, I want to say, maybe 100, 150. That might be overreaching it, but we're going to go for good measures. So clue number 2 is sleigh bells ringing, are you listening? So kind of ponder on that and maybe see if you can figure out what the Mystery Crochet-A-Long is all about, or the theme of it. So go ahead and grab your yarn, grab your hooks, or your hook, which is a 5mm hook, and we'll go ahead and get started. For part 2, if you would like to go ahead and change your yarn, you can. I changed to a burgundy color, but that is completely optional and up to you if you would like to do that. But for part 2, for the main portion, we are going to do a 2-row repeat. But before we get started on that, we have to get 84 stitches into this lace section that we made in part 1. So go ahead and chain 1 and go ahead and start adding your single crochets. Some you might have to put 2 stitches in the chain 5 space. Some you might only have to put 2 or 3 in. Just if you can, get 84 single crochets in these stitches as best as you can, and then we'll start on the 2-row repeat for the main portion of part 2. After you've gotten all 84 stitches completed, go ahead and chain 1, and this is going to be the 1st row repeat. Go ahead and place a single crochet in each stitch. So you should have 84 stitches once you are complete. And once I have gotten this row completed, then we can go ahead and get started on the 2nd row repeat. For the 2nd row repeat, go ahead and chain 2. And now we are going to do a single crochet, half double crochet 2 together. So we are going to go into the very first stitch. We're going to pull up a loop. We're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, go into that stitch, pull up a loop. So now you have 4 loops on your hook, and we are going to pull through all 4. So again, go ahead and chain 1 before we get started on that again. So again, that is insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. So now you have 2 loops on your hook. Go ahead and yarn over, go into the next stitch, draw up a loop to now where you have 4 loops on your hook, and pull through all 4, and then chain 1. So we're going to continue repeating that for the 2nd row repeat. Again, go into the next stitch, draw up a loop to where there is 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, now there is 4 loops on your hook, and pull through all 4 and chain 1. Go ahead and continue repeating that, and then you are going to start over that first row repeat, which is going to be single crochet in each stitch. And I'm going to work this up, and I'll be back to let you know how many rows you need to do. You're going to continue those 2 row repeats for a total of 29 rows. Now this row that's at the that very first row that we did that was into the lace, that's not going to count, but if you're going to count that row, it's going to be a total of 30 times. And we are going to leave off on the first row repeat, which is the single crochets into that single half double cluster and in the chain spaces. And so now we are going to work on this lace section again. So I'm going to be changing colors. You don't have to change colors if you don't want to, but I'm going back to my cream white color. So go ahead and cut your work, and then you can go ahead and we're going to be working on the front side. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself situated with tying this on real quick. So again, we are going to be doing the lace section again, so I'll get you started on that. So we're going to start off with a chain of 1, and we are going to work in that same space and place a single crochet. And then we are going to chain 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and skip the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3, and in that 4th stitch, go ahead and place a single crochet. Again, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip the next 3 stitches and place a single crochet into that next stitch, and you're going to continue repeating that until you have made it to the end. After you have that first row completed, so for the repeating row, we are going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and turn your work, and we are going to find that 3rd chain from our chain 5 from the previous row, and we are going to place a double crochet into that stitch. Go ahead and chain 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In that same space, we are going to place a double crochet into that stitch again, but where we're going to make a cluster, don't finish that off just yet, so you'll have 2 loops on your hook. We're going to go into that single crochet, and we are going to place a treble crochet, but we are going to have 3 loops on our hook now, so we're not going to finish off that treble. And then go ahead and find that 3rd chain from our chain 5 and place a double crochet into that stitch. So now you should have 4 loops on our hook, and we're going to pull through all 4 of them loops. And that is going to be the repeat unit. So again, go ahead and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to go into that same space, place a double crochet, but we're not going to finish that double crochet off. So you'll have 2 loops on your hook. Go into that single crochet, and we are going to place a treble crochet, an unfinished treble crochet, to where you'll have 3 loops on your hook. Find that 3rd chain, go ahead and place a double crochet, but don't finish it off just yet, to where you have now 4 loops on your hook, and we're going to pull through all 4. So go ahead and continue repeating that, and then I'll meet you for the ending of this row. To finish off your row, I have my last cluster here, so I'm going to chain 5. And then I'm going to go into that same stitch, place a unfinished double crochet, And then I'm going to go into that very last stitch and I'm going to place a treble crochet. So you'll have 3 loops on your hook and you'll pull through all 3 of them loops. So we're going to do that row again for one more time. So go ahead and chain 4. Go ahead and turn your work. And we are going to start off with a double crochet in that chain 3 space. Go ahead and chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go into that same space and place an unfinished double crochet to where there is 2 loops on your hook. We're going to go into that cluster from the previous row and we are going to place an unfinished treble crochet. So you'll have 3 loops on your hook. And then we are going to find our chain 3 space and go ahead and place a double crochet. And you'll have 3 loops on your hook left, and go ahead and pull through all 4 of those, sorry. Go ahead and chain 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and go into that same space. Place an unfinished double crochet to where there's 2 loops. Place an unfinished treble crochet into that cluster to where you'll have 3 loops on your hook. Find your chain 3 space, place a double crochet, an unfinished double crochet to where you have now 4 loops on your hook, and go ahead and pull through all 4. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that process for the remaining of this row. Again, to finish off your row, I have my last cluster made. We are going to chain 5. We're going to go into that same space that we left off, and we are going to place a half worked double crochet. So we'll have 2 loops on our hook left. And then in that very last stitch, we are going to place a treble crochet, and you'll have 3 loops left on your hook. And we're going to pull through all 3 of them loops. So that is the end for clue number 2. Please don't forget to come back next week or next Sunday for clue number 3. I hope you guys are enjoying this mystery crochet along just as much as I am. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can feel free to email me or ask it down in the comment section. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, or subscribe on this video. And I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoy your week. And until then, I will see you later.